And can the Imam recite Surah al-Fatiha loudly? Or does it depend on at which time he is offering the prayer? So if he is praying Janazah after Isha, should he recite Surah al-Fatiha loudly? No. Regardless of what time Surah al-Fatiha or the Janazah prayer is read, you cannot recite it loudly. It has to be done silently. Both for the Imam and for the followers. And yeah, but don't forget to say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim and Bismillah Rahman Rahim before you start surah. Many people forget it. It's important. And sometimes one Sahabi actually, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he recited it loudly, Surah al-Fatiha. And when people asked why did you do it, that was not the sunnah, he said that I did it just because I wanted to teach people. So that is what we have, that is okay if that is done for that purpose, but sunnah is to remain quiet. Let's move on. Second short surah, should we do it or not? It's optional. It's optional. We don't have to do it. And Imam Abu Hanifa, he said, what I have here is that he said that actually there is no such report from him, but actually I have evidence from Abdullah ibn Abbas again. He recited it, so that's why that is allowed. And it shouldn't be so long. If the Imam chooses to recite it, it shouldn't be long, because as we said earlier, this whole process should be you should hurry up, should not delay. Let's come to second takbir. So Imam completed the Surah al-Fatiha and so on, and now he does Allahu Akbar. Now, should we raise hand in the second takbir or not? Again, Imam Abu Hanifa and Hanafi madhab, they said that you should not, and he gave the evidence that there is no hadith on that, so why should we raise one? And it is different from the regular prayers, so we should not raise. But the other scholars, again, their opinions, like that's why when we pray Janazah prayer, you see group of people not raising hand, few people raising their hand, and few people who don't know the rulings, they are confused. Should I follow the right person or the left person? So both the opinions are correct. They have their evidences, and the people who raise their hands, they say that we do it because one of the Sahabi used to do it, Abdullah ibn Umar, he used to do it. And if we tell them the evidence, hey, we don't have directly a hadith from Prophet Muhammad saying that he used to raise his hands, why are you following the Sahabi? Sahabi, in the Usul al-Fiqh, we take rulings from them. And also, you see this particular Sahabi, Abdullah ibn Umar, he was known for one particular thing. And that thing was that he used to copy A to Z, everything Prophet Muhammad did. That was his speciality. Like even he would go to the extent that the scholars say that it's been documented that when he would make Hajj, what he would do, he would like take his camel and go around something and then sit and then move. So people ask, why are you doing that? So he said, I saw Prophet Muhammad doing that, so I'm just doing it. I know it's not necessary to do, but I just want to follow him. So he used to copy him in each and every, even small thing. So that's why scholars said that he would copy Prophet even in this thing. So since he is raising hand, it must be the thing that Prophet did that. So that's why you follow him. Anyways, so if people are doing this way or that way, that both are fine. It's up to them who are there following. And then after the second takbir, what we do is we recite the durud or salat al-Ibrahimiyya. What should we say? Regular thing, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallat, until the end. So it's a regular thing, regular prayer. And can we say different salah other than which we regularly say? There is Allah. There are different forms of sending salah. And the minimum that you have to say is Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. If you say that, that's fine. You're meeting the criteria for the kifayah. That is the minimum. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Then again the third takbir, Allahu Akbar, same thing, same issues, raising or not raising, applies here. And then comes the main item of the entire Janazah prayer, the dua, the ninth one. That's the time we are waiting for to make dua. What dua should we make here? I have different slides for it. I have like 4 or 5 du'as. We will go over it, uh, but when we are making dua, it is recommended that we do du'as which are found in the Sunnah, with an hadith, and it should not be in our own language, Urdu, English, Bengali, or whatever. It should be in the language of Arabic, and it should be from the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. That's recommended. And then fourth takbir, last one, same thing. And then we have, I have here, you see, a pause or dua. Usually, you see in the masajids that after the fourth takbir, they say taslim, or they stop a little while and they say taslim. It is also okay to to pause longer and say dua. That is fine. Why? Because we have evidences for that as well. The Sahabi, like for example Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, he used to recite this Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Not this one dua. This dua is different. This dua is Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu used to recite, and there are other Sahabi as well who used to do that. And then taslim on the right side and taslim on the left side. This 12th one is obligatory. You have to do that, but this 13th one is optional. Even if you don't do it, that's fine. And some masajids, some people, they say the regular way of saying is Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What if the Imam says Assalamu alaikum, or if he says Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, whole thing? Which one is right? Which of the three is right? Actually, all of them are correct. All of them are fine. And do you have to turn your face to the right? Yes, you have to. You have to face. What if I just do one taslim and don't do the second one? And what's the evidence for it that I don't have to do the second one? Some people get confused. Did the Imam forget or something? Why is Imam not doing it? That was a practice of Sayyidina Ali and also Abdullah ibn Abbas and so on. They used to do one because Prophet did that way. But sometimes Prophet would do the other way as well. Do both of them. So we have to protect the sunnah. That is very important. So sometimes we choose one, sometimes we choose two. In fact, it was very common in the earlier days that people would only do one. And then the Sahabi, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu, he said that people forgot the sunnah of doing 2 taslims. Why did they do that? So he said that make 2. Make 2. So keep switching it. That's better. Preserve both the sunnahs. And then again for this prayer, there is no sujud, there is no ruku. Why? Because it would otherwise resemble praying among the graves or praying to the deceased and so on. And when we say intention, alright, before that, what if somebody makes a mistake while making the prayer? Like in regular prayers, what we do is we make what do we call it if you make a mistake? Such the sahw. So you do 2 additional sujud, right, if you make a mistake. What about this prayer? If you make a mistake, should we go down and make sujud? Like if the Imam forgets something? No, you cannot make, because the deceased is in front of you. You cannot make ruku sajda. Actually, there are so very little things, you can't really make a mistake here. Even if you did, at the most, like for example, you were intending to do 4, then you end up like, I forgot how many I did, so you did like 2 extra, 6. That is okay, it's not a mistake. Either that's also a sunnah. That's not a